This is one common thing that I have seen happen with many spiritual teachers, and it has happened with me also personally, that when a teacher is trying to bring about a sense of urgency in the listeners, some of them will come up with all kinds of theories and arguments, and they will cite many stories of these people who are supposed to be realized, and they try to argue that no, it's a very gradual thing, and some will even say that it will take many lifetimes. It is not something that happens suddenly. But then what is your idea of gradualness? Does it mean that we should never allow any sense of urgency? Does it mean that whenever someone speaks of a sense of urgency, we have to always push back? If that is our idea of gradualness, then it is ridiculous, because if we at least try to speak in favor of sense of urgency, if we at least try to bring about a sense of urgency, then maybe it will happen gradually at least. But if we start speaking in favor of gradualness, even gradually it won't happen, because why we are speaking about it is we want to sleep off within ourselves. That is why we are speaking in the favor of gradualness. So your argument, your attitude should always be in favor of a sense of urgency. It should never be in favor of gradualness. The more you speak of being gradual, the more you will sleep off, because it is only a justification to remain placid. It is just an escape, and we are trying to authorize that escape by taking great names and citing great philosophies. But the irony is, if you look at those stories of these people that we are citing, you will see that they never spoke, they never argued in favor of gradualness. When they were in their spiritual pursuit, they were always burning within them. They were in a great sense of urgency within them. They never spoke that, okay, scriptures tell it is a gradual thing, it requires many lifetimes, so let me do it. Without any sense of urgency. They never said like that. Well, many of these stories and scriptures may be speaking of spiritual pursuit being of many lifetimes and this and that. But have you ever seen any spiritual book or any spiritual master telling you that use that particular thing as a justification to sleep now? They never said such a thing. Instead, they were always insisting that you should be in a sense of urgency to make it happen right now. They never asked you to use those sentences as a justification. So if we say that no one should ever speak of a sense of urgency to us, then how will it even happen gradually? Even gradually it won't happen. See, if we see that we really don't have a sense of urgency, and if we don't justify it in any way, then the sense of urgency will naturally come. But if we note, okay, I don't have a sense of urgency, but it is okay, this story says like that, that book says like that, it is okay, and if you justify it, then you are justifying your sleep. The sense of urgency itself won't come. And it is actually a contradiction. If we simply wanted to sleep in our gradualness, then why do we even approach spiritual teachers? Why do we even open videos? We are actually going to someone so that they can bring about some fire in us. And whenever they try to bring about some fire in us, whenever they try to stimulate you in some way, you resist it. This is a very blatant contradiction that spiritual listeners mostly undergo. If we just wanted to sleep in our gradualness, then why did we approach spiritual teachers at all? Are we just looking for some company to sleep with? Are we looking for some kind of mutual validation? Okay, he is also sleeping, I am also sleeping. Let both of us validate each other's sleep. We use many kinds of arguments for this. People utter these words such as grace, for example. If the word is being uttered and if it is making you more desperate and more fired up, that is fine. But if you are using it as an explanation, if you are using it as some kind of justification, if spiritual pursuit has to happen, then grace is necessary. If you are using it as an explanation, you are just trying to justify your present state of lukewarmness, your present state of placidity. You are saying grace has to be there, it has not come, and therefore I am sleeping still. But if you look at the stories of devotees or any seekers who spoke of grace, do you see them speaking of grace and then trying to find some kind of solace in it? If you tell such people that if our spiritual pursuit has to find its culmination, then grace is necessary, then they will become more desperate as to why I don't have that grace. They don't give it as an explanation for my present state. So when we say spiritual path, that path is not supposed to be one of distance or of time. That path is of intensity, and that intensity we may be able to muster in a moment or not even in a lifetime. We may be able to muster it right here or not even by going to Himalayas. And arguing in favor of gradualness is one sure shot way to diffuse that intensity. So when we say spiritual path, we are not using that word path as an endorsement for being gradual. No matter what path we are following, we should always keep this essential thing in mind, that we are following a spiritual path because we are serious about seeing the truth of what we are, but we are not serious enough to see it now. That is why we are following a path. The path is not a justification for being gradual. The word path or the idea of path is just an acknowledgement that we are not serious enough to see it right now.